Good evening, everybody. Well, this is louder than I expected it to be. All right, I have a paper up here because I know I'm going to forget to say something, so I wrote everything out here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Benton Spring Gardens' winter band concert. Round of applause. My name is Casey Summerfield Solomon. Your kids know me as Miss Solomon. I have the privilege of being the director of bands at Benton and Spring Garden. Thank you so much to everyone for being here tonight. It means a lot to see such a large crowd for these kids. They've worked so hard this year on their music. We've got a pretty packed show tonight, so I won't talk forever, and I'll hand it over to Mr. A and the jazz band.
Hello. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Mr. Asplin, but your students probably call me Mr. A. Right, guys? Yeah, cool. So that's the first song. Try that again, Troy. That first song was called Buffalo Head, and that was out of their jazz standards book. Okay, so that was one of the first pieces we started looking at as a small combo ensemble, and they really liked it, and we kept it throughout the rest of the semester. So you guys will get to see some of the progress they've made as we go through some of the songs tonight. I'm super proud of these guys, and we're playing a couple songs for you. So this next song doesn't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. You will hear from soloists soloing on this one. Sean and Riley, okay? Don't mean a thing, but ain't got that swing. All right. So you'll see me kind of playing on and off with these guys, partially due because they just kept begging me to play with them, and I'm saying, no, this is your guys' night. Stop letting me, even though I love playing jazz, stop making me play with you guys. Right, that's why. Okay? There's not a lot of things you can do with a trombone, a bass sax, and alto, unless you're getting into the more contemporary stuff. But we pulled out a couple charts, and we have some different parts going on for these guys. So they're playing really well for this type of combo. The next song you'll hear is Cheesecake by Dexter Gordon. Cheesecake. And you'll hear from Mr. Evan on the trombone. Yeah, that's about the response I get in class. Okay? And? Yeah, Riley. Got it. Riley's our main feature soloist. And you'll hear from all three. about you guys, but I find these guys super impressive. Raise your hand, jazz band, if you play an instrument other than the one you are holding right now. Yeah, give them a round of applause. We have Riley Legner, and she normally plays the flute. Sean, he plays the bari sax all the time. Mr. Trombone over there, he's trying to play every instrument but his trombone, apparently, this year. We have Carter, who you'll see a lot tonight. We're borrowing him for string bass on almost every piece. He's in the orchestra, he's fantastic, and he joined my jazz band for me. Troy, the infamous Troy on the drums. And Kevin back there on the piano, who is normally our mallet player for marching band and concert band. So give those guys another round of applause. All right, now we're jumping into the Christmas tunes, the ever dreaded as a jazz director. Okay. One last thing I'll say about these ones. These Christmas tunes we pulled out the week before the last, so these guys haven't spent a lot of time on it, so you'll hear me soloing quite a bit, just because it's a lot of harmony, complex harmonies that I'm still not even getting super used to yet. So it came upon a midnight clear in a bossa nova style. I'd say pretty good for 2 weeks of rehearsal, right, guys? Yeah, these guys are doing a fantastic job. I can't say that enough. I really can't stress that enough. Now time for a holiday classic. That, little deer-looking thing with the nose. Yeah, that thing, right, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do that in a swing style. And on that one, you heard a little bit from everybody. So we had a really fun time presenting that for you tonight, and that ends the jazz portion of tonight's concert. Quick and easy, right? Now we will set up for 6th grade, so bear with us while we make this transition, please.
All right, so we have our first concert band ensemble. This is 6th grade band. I absolutely love working with these kids. They're such a joy to have in class, and they are so dedicated to getting better at their instruments. I'm sure that you parents enjoyed hearing those first sounds in your house, right? We've been really pushing, not only them, but all of the grades really hard, and we just hit the ground running with these kids. And hopefully this concert is the first of many, many more concerts, right, guys? Special thanks to all you parents that listen to all that stuff at home. And this concert is the culmination of all those first sounds that we heard, and many, many more. So the first song we have tonight is Prehistoric's first movement, Stegosaurus. This next song is Banana Boat, and I will talk and fill the time as these guys are moving around in the back row. As you can hear, Banana Boat is a favorite of many, many people in the room, right guys? Love Banana Boat. Banana Boat is actually traditionally a song that is played on the spring concert for these 6th graders, but like I said before, these guys are so advanced that I pulled it out and they were ready to go, and they really love this one, right guys? I love Banana Boat song, so we're gonna have fun with this one.
Hello, I'm back. This next song is After the Rain, and you'll hear our 6th graders doing some pretty advanced instrumentalist techniques, such as snapping. Okay, so they will be doing that kind of thing. Just like Ms. Solomon says, I've had a joy working with this class. They are awesome. They make us smile every day we walk in. Fantastic kids. So this is After the Rain. Yeah, those sixth graders just tackled like a 2.5-minute song. Give them another round of applause. Fantastic. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, more Christmas tunes. Hey Levi, I have a question for you. Do you remember when we pulled this song out? No. Somebody remember? Somebody remember when we pulled that out? Kendra.
Like 4 days ago.
4 days ago. 4 days ago. Amazing. All right. Thank you for coming to the sixth grade portion of the band. We will now transition to the seventh grade.
Every time I expect this to be on, and I forget that I turned it off the last time I came up here. All right, this is our 7th grade band. We have this class at the very last class of the day, so when these kids come to my door, I have no idea what's happened to them right before they got here. So we got a bunch of different things going on every single time they come to class. But these are some extremely talented kids, and like I said with the 6th grade, we've been throwing all sorts of stuff at these guys, and they've been adapting to it. Doesn't mean we don't get some pushback, but they've been making it work. And Mr. A says this, and I absolutely agree, but I believe that 7th grade is the group where you learn the most and you change the most musically. Because we get started in 6th grade band, 7th grade is where the most happens, most musical learning. So I found that with this group for sure. They're fast learners. All right, we are starting with The Lost Lady Found from Lincolnshire Posy.
I'm back. This next song is called All Through the Night, and it has a lot of very exposed sections, kind of just like the last song that we played. And you'll notice Miss Solomon and I going back and forth between a lot of these pieces, because it seems to be like 6th and 7th grade are always missing our low voices. So we like to fill out the band and fill out the sound and add some low voices when there's a lot of high voices, and we'll be doing that with most of the bands tonight. Because if we have a free band director, might as well use them, right? Right. Okay, so this is All Through the Night. Man, when I first started making them play that song, I thought they were gonna kill me. Like literally, like they hate that song, and I have no idea why, because it's such a pretty song. But now it's gone forever, right, band? Right? Yeah. So we can be excited about that at least. Okay, let's transition to our next song.
All right, our last piece with this group is called Winter Sleigh Ride. It's probably not one that you're going to recognize, because I found it lodged in the back of our middle school library when I was looking for winter pieces. It's this wonderful manila color, and it's got some coffee stains on it, so I knew it was going to be a good one. This song is pretty slow, but it's also got a little bit of jazzy vibes in it. We got some jazzy chords in there, so I'm pretty excited, and it seems like this is a good one with this group. So here is Winter Sleigh Ride.
Yeah.
our 7th grade portion. 7th grade will now leave, and 8th grade will come up. The last of our middle school groups is our 8th grade band. And I'm going to say the same thing. We've been pushing these kids this semester. They have certainly been pushing back, absolutely. And I think this group is probably one of the groups that's had the hardest time adjusting to having new band directors, but we've made it work over time. And they are absolutely fantastically talented kids. They will adapt to anything we throw at them. I've been throwing some really hard stuff at them. And they are full of big personality as well, and we see that in the classroom. Our first piece tonight is the 3rd song out of a group of sea shanties called Storm Along Jungle. This next one is from a series of movies that I consider to be Christmas movies, but other people might not. And I think I'm just going to let you guys listen and see if you can figure out what it's from.
Miss Solomon and I kind of accidentally programmed a lot of different things that all came together. So we kind of decided that I'd be kind of the more lyrical person and she'd kind of do the fun stuff. We ended up doing a lot of like similar stuff for the 8th grade, like the sea shanty one that you've heard before. And then this one is also kind of a folky, it's called Bardic Air and Reel. So it's kind of got that Scottish folk lore kind of sound to it. So this is Bardic Air and Reel. right, that concludes the 8th grade portion. And now we will make the switch to our high school band. Last but not least, the Benton High School Concert Band.
All right, with our final group, this is our high school band. And this group is certainly the group that we have spent the most time with, absolutely, with all of marching band camp and after school rehearsals and competitions and everything. Parades, that's the other thing I was thinking of. So we have spent quite a bit of time together, and boy have we come so far with this group, absolutely. I can definitely say that in the beginning, it was a little bit rough with them because they showed up to band camp and they had no idea who we were. And we didn't know them, but we spent a lot of time together, we've gotten to know each other, which is so great. And I'm so, so proud of how far this group has come. We've got a couple people actually in this group that are typically not playing the instrument that they play. We've got Evan over there on tuba on this one, which is awesome. And then we've got some volunteers from other groups. We've got Carter on string bass over there, and Sarah is on violin. So I'm super, super excited to have them here with this group to fill out the sound. And this, our first piece with this group is one of my personal favorites. This is Byzantine Dances.
Good job, guys. So this next piece is a slow lyrical piece, and it's probably one of my favorite traditional folk songs ever. Okay. This piece is titled Loch Lomond. It's about a lake in Scotland, and I told you guys the real story, right? No. Yeah. So it's weaving imagery of the lake along the green hillsides of Scotland. So I hope that this piece can kind of demonstrate that through its melodies.
right, before our last piece of this concert, which is Christmas Concerto, it's a traditional piece that they play at the winter concert every year. I want to say thank you to a couple people, administrators at Benton, Lynn Davis, Katie Reed, Alex Tomes, and our athletic director, Brett Goodwin, and our administrators at Spring Garden, Megan Gall, and Mark Anderson. I also want to thank you to the fine art staffs that are mentors and supporters to me, Janelle Becerra, who is the curriculum advisor, Mark Knorr, who I work over with at Ruberdue, Linnea Wooten, who is my St. Joseph mandated mentor teacher, and Savannah Ritter, the orchestra teacher, who I talk to almost every day. I ask her so many questions, so thank you so much to those people. They make this transition, taking over this program, a lot less stressful for me, and have been great in guiding and encouraging me as a first-year teacher, so I'd like to give a hand to them. Thank you. And lastly, I have to thank so much, where'd he go? My co-teacher, Dylan Asplin, for all the work that he puts in towards this program. I could not do any of this without him, so big hand for him.
And a hand for Miss Solomon, please. A hand for Miss Solomon. She's doing a great job. She's a lot more organized than I am, and I can give students the death stare if I want to. So we balance out that way. Cool.
Thank you more. We have 3 soloists because we have 3 seniors, which is fitting because we have 3 songs in this one. Joy to the World will be Kevin Thomas on bell, Silent Night will be Riley Langner on flute, and Deck the Halls will be Lily Bruhard on clarinet.